Welcome to our exploration of multilateralism and its profound impact on global trade. In today's interconnected world, countries rarely act alone. Instead, they collaborate through international agreements and organizations, shaping the way goods, services, and investments flow across borders. Multilateralism refers to the practice of multiple countries working together on common issues, especially in trade. This approach has become a cornerstone of the modern global economy, influencing everything from tariffs to trade standards. Let's embark on a journey to understand how multilateralism has transformed global trade and why it matters for businesses, consumers, and nations alike. Its core, multilateralism is about cooperation. It involves three or more countries coming together to address shared challenges. In the context of trade, this means negotiating agreements that set the rules for how countries interact economically. Unlike bilateral agreements, which involve just two parties, multilateral agreements create a broader framework that can include dozens or even hundreds of nations. This inclusive approach helps ensure that trade rules are fair, transparent, and widely accepted, reducing the risk of conflict and promoting stability in the global marketplace. Global trade has grown rapidly over the past century, thanks in large part to multilateral efforts. After World War II, nations recognized the need for a more cooperative approach to economic relations. This led to the creation of institutions like the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade (GATT) and later the World Trade Organization (WTO). These organizations provided a platform for countries to negotiate and resolve disputes, paving the way for unprecedented growth in international commerce. As a result, products from all corners of the globe are now available in local markets, benefiting consumers and businesses alike. World Trade Organization (WTO) and its predecessor, the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade (GATT), are central to multilateralism in trade. These institutions provide the rules and forums for negotiation, helping countries resolve disputes and lower trade barriers. The WTO, established in 1995, now includes over 160 member countries, representing the vast majority of global trade. By setting common standards and offering a platform for dialogue, these organizations have helped create a more predictable and stable trading environment. One of the most significant impacts of multilateralism is the reduction of trade barriers. Through negotiations, countries agree to lower tariffs, eliminate quotas, and simplify customs procedures. This makes it easier and cheaper for goods and services to move across borders. Lower trade barriers encourage competition, drive innovation, and allow consumers to access a wider variety of products at better prices. Over time, these changes have helped lift millions out of poverty and spurred economic growth worldwide. Multilateral agreements are designed to ensure that all participants play by the same rules. By setting standards for issues like subsidies, intellectual property, and product safety, these agreements help create a level playing field. This reduces the risk of unfair practices, such as dumping or hidden subsidies, which can distort markets. As a result, businesses can compete based on quality and efficiency rather than political favoritism or protectionism. By opening markets and fostering competition, multilateralism has been a powerful engine for economic growth. Countries that participate in multilateral trade agreements often experience faster growth, higher incomes, and greater investment. This is because open markets attract foreign capital, encourage innovation, and create new opportunities for businesses of all sizes. Over time, the benefits of growth extend beyond individual countries, raising living standards and reducing poverty around the world. Multilateralism isn't just for wealthy countries. In fact, developing nations often benefit the most from open, rules-based trade. Through special provisions and technical assistance, multilateral agreements help these countries integrate into the global economy. This support can include longer timelines for implementing reforms, capacity-building programs, and preferential market access. By participating in the global trading system, developing nations can boost exports, attract investment, and accelerate their economic development. Trade disputes are inevitable, but multilateralism provides mechanisms for resolving them peacefully. The WTO's dispute settlement system allows countries to address grievances through negotiation and arbitration rather than retaliation or trade wars. This helps maintain stability and predictability in the global trading system, ensuring that disagreements don't spiral into larger conflicts. As a result, businesses and consumers can plan with greater confidence. Multilateralism plays a key role in setting global standards for trade. These standards cover everything from product safety and environmental protection to labor rights and intellectual property. By harmonizing rules across countries, multilateral agreements make it easier for businesses to operate internationally. This reduces costs, increases efficiency, and ensures that consumers can trust the quality and safety of the products they buy, no matter where they come from. Another important impact of multilateralism is the facilitation of technology transfer. Through open markets and shared standards, countries can more easily exchange knowledge and innovation. This helps developing nations catch up technologically and boost productivity worldwide. Multilateral agreements often include provisions that encourage research collaboration, protect intellectual property, and support the spread of new technologies. Modern supply chains span the globe, connecting producers, suppliers, and consumers in complex networks. Multilateralism helps keep these supply chains running smoothly by reducing barriers and harmonizing regulations. This allows companies to source materials and components from the most efficient locations, lowering costs and improving reliability. In turn, consumers benefit from a wider selection of goods at competitive prices. Thanks to multilateral trade agreements, consumers enjoy a greater variety of products than ever before. Whether it's electronics from Asia, coffee from Africa, or cars from Europe, open markets make it possible for people to access goods from around the world. This increased choice leads to better quality, lower prices, and more innovation as companies compete to meet the diverse needs of global consumers. Multilateralism also encourages countries to adopt sustainable practices. Many trade agreements now include provisions for environmental protection, labor rights, and social responsibility. By working together, nations can set higher standards and hold each other accountable, ensuring that economic growth doesn't come at the expense of people or the planet. This approach helps create a more sustainable and inclusive global economy. In global crises strike, such as financial shocks or pandemics, multilateralism provides a framework for coordinated action. By sharing information and resources, countries can respond more effectively to challenges that cross borders. This cooperation helps stabilize markets, restore confidence, and speed up recovery, benefiting economies and communities worldwide. Despite its many benefits, multilateralism faces significant challenges. Rising protectionism, political tensions, and disagreements over rules can undermine cooperation. Some countries may feel that the system doesn't serve their interests, leading to calls for reform or withdrawal. Addressing these challenges requires ongoing dialogue, compromise, and a commitment to shared goals. While multilateralism focuses on global cooperation, regional trade agreements also play an important role. These agreements, such as the European Union or the USMCA, allow groups of countries to deepen integration and address specific regional needs. In many cases, regional and multilateral efforts complement each other, creating a more flexible and resilient trading system. Rise of digital trade presents new opportunities and challenges for multilateralism. As more commerce moves online, countries must work together to set rules for data flows, privacy, and cybersecurity. Multilateral agreements can help ensure that digital trade remains open, secure, and inclusive, allowing businesses and consumers to benefit from technological advances. Climate change is a global challenge that requires coordinated action. Multilateralism enables countries to align trade policies with environmental goals, such as reducing emissions or promoting clean energy. By integrating climate considerations into trade agreements, nations can support sustainable development and protect the planet for future generations. While multilateralism has lifted many out of poverty, it hasn't benefited everyone equally. Some communities and industries may struggle to compete in open markets. Multilateral agreements can address these challenges by including provisions for social safety nets, retraining programs, and targeted support. This helps ensure that the gains from trade are shared more broadly. Transparency is a key principle of multilateralism. By making rules and decisions open and accessible, countries build trust and accountability. Transparent processes help prevent corruption, ensure fair competition, and allow stakeholders to participate in shaping trade policy. This openness is essential for the legitimacy and effectiveness of the global trading system. Multilateralism fosters innovation by encouraging collaboration across borders. When countries share ideas, resources, and expertise, they can solve complex problems more effectively. This spirit of cooperation drives progress in fields like science, technology, and medicine, benefiting people around the world. Looking ahead, multilateralism will continue to shape the future of global trade. As new challenges emerge, countries must adapt and strengthen their cooperation. This may involve updating agreements, embracing new technologies, and finding innovative solutions to shared problems. The success of multilateralism will depend on the willingness of nations to work together for the common good. World Trade Organization has achieved notable successes in reducing tariffs, expanding market access, and resolving disputes. For example, the Information Technology Agreement eliminated tariffs on hundreds of tech products, making electronics more affordable worldwide. These achievements demonstrate the power of multilateralism to deliver tangible benefits for businesses and consumers. Despite its successes, the WTO has faced challenges such as stalled negotiations and disagreements over subsidies. The Doha Round, for instance, struggled to reach consensus on agricultural reforms. These difficulties highlight the complexity of balancing diverse interests in a multilateral system, but also underscore the importance of ongoing dialogue and compromise. Civil society organizations, including NGOs and advocacy groups, play a vital role in shaping multilateral trade policy. By representing diverse interests and holding governments accountable, these groups help ensure that trade agreements reflect broader social and environmental goals. Their participation strengthens the legitimacy and effectiveness of the multilateral system. The global economy is constantly evolving, and multilateralism must adapt to keep pace. This means updating rules to address new technologies, emerging markets, and shifting political dynamics. Flexibility and innovation are essential for ensuring that the multilateral system remains relevant and effective in a rapidly changing world. Dialogue is at the heart of multilateralism. By engaging in open and constructive discussions, countries can find common ground and resolve differences. This process builds trust, fosters understanding, and lays the foundation for lasting cooperation. In a world of diverse interests, dialogue is essential for making progress together. Over decades of experience, the world has learned valuable lessons about the importance of cooperation, compromise, and shared responsibility. Multilateralism has shown that when countries work together, they can achieve more than they could alone. These lessons continue to guide efforts to build a more open, fair, and prosperous global trading system. Conclusion: multilateralism has had a profound impact on global trade, fostering cooperation, growth, and innovation. While challenges remain, the benefits of working together are clear. By embracing multilateralism, countries can build a more stable, inclusive, and prosperous world for all. The journey continues, and the future of global trade depends on our collective commitment to collaboration and shared progress.